Right? All right, so we've got another familiar face. Look at this beautiful face. That is the one and only Venus Williams, who actually cold called this company, Asutra, because she was using it as a recovery treatment after playing the U.S. Open and all of these other different tennis events. As you know, being an active person or tennis player requires a lot of prep and recovery, and this was a product that she started to use and loved it so much she reached out to the company and now is part owner of the company. It's Asutra. We're offering you a set of 2 spray pain away magnesium pain relief sprays for $22.98. $15.99 is what you would pay for each one of them separately. Together, that would be $31.99. Do the math. And then again, today you get the sale price, so you're saving about $9. Stephanie Morimoto is the other part of that team that brings to us Asutra. So welcome back. Always a pleasure.
You. Well, happy birthday,
well,
thank
you. I had no
that
idea.
Was so special.
That was.
That. You were totally surprised.
I totally was. I'm like, what is she talking about?
And what's better for your birthday than the gift of feeling great?
Isn't that the truth? And honestly, the funny thing was, we were talking about this before, Pat and I. She said, oh my gosh, my shoulder is killing me. And I said, you want some Asutra? Because I carry it with me. And she goes, no, I use it every morning. I already did. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the best. So talk to us about what it is and how it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as many of you know, Asutra is all about botanically based formulations that really work to relieve those aches and pains so that you feel better and you can do all the things you want to do every day, right? Pat was just saying before we came on today, she uses it every day on her knee so she can get up and walk. I use it every day on my lower back because that's where I feel the pain. Also my neck and shoulders.
Yeah.
And the difference, Jane, as you know, is within minutes of applying Asutra, you feel the difference. You feel that magnesium, that capsaicin going to work, that warming pain relief just eases away those aches and pains.
And it couldn't be easier now with the spray. The Asutra that I have is actually in a roll. I have a roll-on, I have a cream.
I mean, you're like a diehard Asutra
Absolutely, but to have the convenience of the spray that literally you can just go boop, boop, right on your neck, rub it in. That rubbing in also kind of helps to make sure that the product really gets close and in. And the cool thing about this is that you can put your clothes on or use it while you have your clothes on because there's no staining to your clothes, no smell. It's just, you know, it right to the source and pain relief. So I love that, again, like we said, Venus, you know her for the many, you know, accolades and championships that she's won, but she's also struggled with lots of different injuries over the course of her career. This is part of her routine. Right. And not just Venus, but other
well, Venus,
people.
Venus has obviously put a lot of strain on her body. She has access to the best products in the world, and as you know, she chose Asutra, as do many of you. We were blown away by this consumer perception survey where 96% of participants, I mean 96% is unheard of, right? Said they felt better overall after using spray pain away for 30 days straight. And that's what we hear from so many customers too. And frankly, it's my own experience. The more regularly I use spray pain away, the less pain I feel. It almost helps me maintain that sense of well-being and being pain-free.
And it's not ingesting something. So I think a lot of us are trying to walk away from the idea of popping another pill every time you feel a little ache and pain. So this is something that goes directly to the source, and it can be something, and I'll tell you a story about me yesterday.
Please do.
I have an art class that I do every Wednesday. And when I'm sitting at the canvas, you know, it's probably partially because I'm holding the brush too hard, but really focusing and getting in my hands, my wrist, which is what I applied on my wrist today, gets so stiff. And then, of course, holding that position in your neck. So it could be from carrying your grandbabies. It could be from, you know, your love of gardening and bending down or, you know, stooping, getting up. Or you could be, you know, high performing, you know, adult athlete. They use this as the spray pain away solution. You can do the same thing now.
Yeah, and I tell you, All those use cases make total sense.
Yeah.
For me, I store tension in my back, my neck, my
Neck
shoulders.
and shoulders for me
That's
too.
why I use this every single morning, every single night. 15 sprays in the morning, 15 sprays at night. It is part of my daily routine. I mean, I get up, I brush my teeth, I use my spray paint away. Same thing before bed, because then those aches and pains aren't keeping me up at night. And you know, I love your stories because we just got a customer testimonial. I love this. She says, I'm retired. I use a few sprays of this every single day, and it keeps me walking without a walker, without a wheelchair, so I don't have to be bound to a chair.
Right.
I can get up and I can do all the things that I want to do. She said, please make sure you always have this available on QVC.
It's independence and mobility that are so important as we start to age. So first of all, sale price on this goes up at the end of the day. When you get it today, normally it would be $31.99 for this set. You're getting it for $22.98, so saving about $9, 25% off. We've sold over 58,000 of these. And the only request I have from you is let's talk about doing auto delivery.
Oh,
I know. Did I say that the last time we worked together too?
There's no auto delivery,
not
so like
yet.
get a few sets, right?
Because you're getting two, so you have one to put in your bag, one to maybe leave in, at home. Second set, maybe one goes to work and you just leave it there for when you're sitting at the computer with tech neck and all that we all do. So get a couple of sets, like we said, and we'll keep working on Stephanie. See if we
I know,
can
we
get
don't know when it's going to get back. Well, I will say one bottle, if you use it every day like me, it's going to last you 30 days.
Yeah.
So two will last you 60 days.
Right.
And if you want to gift it, like you said, get a couple sets because there's no auto delivery.
A 601092. I thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Jane.
Holly.
And happy birthday again.
So
Have a great
much.
celebration.
Love it. All right. That, again, is one to put in your